Hi, it's Joy. Today I'm going to be watching Loki, Season 1, Episode 4, The Nexus Event. I am loving this show, as I think everybody is. I am so excited to see where it goes next, and my favourite thing about this show is that I never fully know whether I can even trust our own Loki, whether we can trust Sylvie. I was going to call her the other Loki, but no, she's Sylvie. And, you know, I'm just stressed, but also loving it. So yeah, without further ado, reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction and all of my reactions on my Patreon. But as I always say, just with patrons in general, please probably don't join on like the last day of the month, because you get charged the day you join and then again on the 1st of every month. So even if you join today, you'd get charged twice, and I don't want that to happen, so just wait a day for me or for anyone else if you're thinking of joining someone's Patreon. But yeah, let's go. Oh wow, this is her story. Is this proof that there is a multiverse? She saw how wicked this place was. And is, because she's a child. And they're not even being compassionate with her. Back when she was just an agent with her. That's how she escapes the little baby. She's resourceful. And she pledged to take them down. It was your mistake. Interesting. It could even be like the Wizard of Oz, where there's just one person behind there pretending they are these great wise timekeepers. Spoiler alert for the Wizard of Oz.
Could have information. She's dead. Mobius. What? How?
The timekeepers killed her because she knew the truth. Does she know the truth as well? Because she's a higher up. Like, is it just the timekeepers that know the truth, that they're variants, or is she just as in the dark as he is? It's a pretty way to go until it hits you.
It's just a child.
They are barbaric.
Stole a tempad and I ran.
I'm glad that we got to see it happening so we can trust her word when she says this.
We need to find them.
We will.
They don't even have names, some of them. Like, the higher ups do, but the others are just C20.
But we don't die. We survive. I mean, you did. You were just a child.
Did you survive in our universe somehow?
Down the organization that rings around them. You're amazing.
Oh.
Got something.
Ooh.
Tempo locked.
Is it the lady they met in the desert? Is she doing her escape and she's going to tell people about them? No. They've bonded.
Not someone stepping on the wrong leaf. You ever seen a branch like that?
So was that branch... It had nothing to do with the woman. Was it because they accepted their fates? And that means Loki's never just give in, or they never die, and so that's a... because Loki's always survived, which means our Loki's alive? I just want him to be alive. Tell him he's a variant. Tell him he's a variant. Tell him it's all a lie.
The TVA is lying to you.
He won't necessarily believe it, but he might take bits of it on with what he heard.
Seriously?
It's a prison of some kind, I guess.
You.
Oh, wow.
This.
What?
Is it putting him in, like,
Oh, you deserve to be alone and you always will be.
a random collection of his worst memories? Is that it? Hey, Sif! I'm so happy.
She's just too dangerous.
Too dangerous.
She knows too much.
And this is what Timekeepers are watching,
They're
Mobius.
always watching. Work your Loki. Work your Loki. That would be my mantra. I suppose it.
Is he doing some emotional growth?
I'm scared of being alone.
He always kind of knows this deep down.
You are alone. And you always will be.
That's the most damning part of what the memory was. He wasn't alone for that brief moment. He had solidarity with Sylvie.
You're not working for the variant. What is it? Your partners?
Absolutely not. She's difficult and irritating, and she tries to hit me all the time. Welcome to the real world. Down there, we're awful to one another to get what we want.
Now I gotta have a prince tell me how the real world works? Why don't you just tell me?
That's where we hatched our plan together.
Which is?
coming along very nicely.
Loki!
And the variant?
Tell him the truth about him being a variant.
Porn.
She's already been pruned. So assume I do set you free. Is that
Hang on, wait, hang on. What did you say?
What?
That's not
Assume
true.
I do set you free. It's a horse race.
Good riddance.
They know how to. Mobius is good at playing him. He knows how to get to the truth.
It's like, look at your eyes. You like her.
What?
You like her. Does she like you?
Was she pruned?
I mean, no wonder you have no clue what caused a Nexus event on Lamentus. Both of you are just swooning over
Mobius.
each other, I guess.
They're each other though.
Two variant.
Is she alive?
Tell him. Yeah. I did kind of think there might have been romance between them, but it's weird because they're the same person, but they're not as well.
Our interests are aligned.
Overthrowing the Timekeepers.
Maybe they need to be overthrown.
Mm-hmm.
Past 10 minutes.
I'm not lying this time.
I'm supposed to
I'm
believe
not
you're
lying.
terrorizing.
Think about the girl.
Whatever you want to call
They have a bond regardless, but think about the C-55.
You're the biggest.
Ooh.
Because I lied about your girlfriend?
Oh, no,
Because you're
no.
lying to yourself?
I mean the lies you tell yourself.
Yeah. He can sense there's stuff that's not right here.
If you could go anywhere, anytime, where would it be?
Back to his past?
Go anywhere, anytime.
All these questions, what are you getting at?
There's something not right, and I don't know if you know about it.
Fighting for the fate of the sacred timeline, we're also fighting for this. For us.
But who says that's the sacred timeline when there are clearly multiple timelines? Ooh. Mobius. He is suspicious.
I'm just exhausted dealing with all these Lokis.
Oh, you're acting suspicious. You should have stayed for the extra drinks.
When you were in my head, I saw something.
Oh,
What did you
of
see?
course.
Timekeepers took your lives from you. From all of you.
They did. This is the best way to destroy them, is take them down from the inside. It's her life.
You're not hearing me.
She's fine. She's coherent.
You knew what I saw. This is a
Yep. She lied to you. And I don't know whether she's just kind of protecting herself and protecting everything, or if she's always known. If, like, once you get to a certain level, the Timekeepers let you in on stuff.
Because the Nexus event the two of you caused, I think whatever that connection is can bring this whole place down. So we better understand.
We?
You swear
Ooh.
implant those memories in Hunter C-20.
Mobius, no. I believe her.
So I just have to trust the word of two Loki.
Yes! I'm stressed that Mobius is secretly going to be a big bad and the Timekeepers are good and it's all a lie. I don't know.
Friend. Yes.
You can be whoever, whatever you want to be, even someone good.
Yeah.
Just in case anyone ever told you different.
Oh. I'm so in love with this show. I'm so stressed. Yep.
You know where I go if I could go anywhere. Wherever it is I'm really from.
Oh.
And wherever I had a life before the TVA came along. Maybe I had a jet ski.
Oh.
That's what I'd like to do.
Oh wow. Does pruning
Wait for me at the elevator.
not actually kill you? Did it just send you someplace else? Please? That's horrible. He should have got his jet ski. Now you've made Loki angry. Now he's got a personal stake in taking you down. And I'm with him. Oh. I mean, this is definitely the place where some self-important people live. Come on.
As promised,
You doing alright, statues?
the variants.
Oh my goodness.
For all time.
Always.
Always.
I love this show. I love them.
This time, I finished the job.
She was a baby.
Oh yeah?
He's a robot! What's really going on? What's really behind this?
It never stops.
Nope. Where's B14? Is she dead?
Then who created the TVA? This is new for me.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, I saw that coming. Look, your timekeepers are androids. You gotta deal with this. Yes! I believe that is a teleportation device, like in the Doctor Who Weakest Link episode. That is my theory. Ah! No! Because Loki's not dead. Right, let's look for... This week there is one! Hello. He was gonna tell Sylvie a lot of important stuff.
But you will be unless you come with us.
Who? Oh my god! What the fuck? Okay, so that was a really, really fantastic episode. Definitely kind of after the sort of the crazy action of the last episode, this one was more of a moving the pieces into place, ready for the epic next 2 episodes, and I'm here for that. I am really enjoying the bond between Sylvie and Loki. Now, I did kind of sense at some point that like maybe it was a romantic bond, but I think the most important thing is that it is a bond. That they are 2 souls who can see something of themselves in each other. And yeah, okay, it's because they're the same cosmic being, but they're also not. That they can just see the truth to who the other person really is, and they just work so well together. And I really enjoyed all of their scenes together this episode, even though they were less than they had been in the past. And the fact that they caused the Nexus event, which is amazing in itself. Kind of the Lokis, the strength of their bond caused a Nexus event, but also just the strength of 2 Lokis accepting that they could feel something. And just there was a lot there, a lot to unpack that I hope we do continue to unpack. I also hope Mobius is still lurking around somewhere, because, you know, Loki has seemingly found variants. Was that a variant Thor with a hammer and like other variant Lokis? So he's found variant of his people, but do you kind of go to a place specific to your own species, in which case Mobius will not be near us, or is he somewhere where we can find Mobius again and they can be together and they can work together to try and stop the TVA. Now the TVA itself, I cannot wait to find out more about. I hope we get to see Sylvie finding out from Annoying Woman, but I doubt we will. We won't find out until we next see her again, and we'll probably just follow Loki, but obviously I have no way if that is the truth or not. So just seeing people start to, like, how kind of, obviously I forgot that B14 or whatever her name is, she deserves her real name, had been mind controlled briefly, and so she saw a glimpse of her own life, and then when she saw it truthfully, she wholeheartedly knew that the TVA were abductors and they were wrong. Now what I really am excited to find out is exactly who the TVA, who is behind it. Is it, you know, a moustache twirling supervillain who's gained total control over the universe and every single living person in it? Is it someone that is misguidedly genuinely thinking they're doing good? I'm still kind of confused about the sacred timeline, yet there are clearly multiple timelines. I guess multiverse madness is coming. Now, is that going to be triggered by the TVA being destroyed and that kind of the shock of going from this super controlled, even if it's by bad guys, into a spiraling chaos going to be what causes the madness? I don't know, but I'm just excited to find out. So yeah, the 3 creepy looking timekeepers were Wizard of Oz heads. They were nothing, but who is really behind it? That person did not seem phased, because I think they had the other 2 laugh after she beheaded one of them. So who is really behind it? What is their goal? I am so excited to find out more. And the TVA itself, there are thousands of people there who want to know their truth. I'm hoping that when C50, I keep wanting to call her C3PO, I've realised that's my mistake with her. When C50 died, hopefully they just pruned her so she maybe could be alive somewhere too. They all deserve to get their lives back, or at least to get the memories of their lives back, and then be able to go out there and forge new lives somehow. I don't know how that works. I don't know what the future prospects are, but they deserve to know the truth. How much does the woman in charge know? It seems as though she kind of was aware of everything, because she was the one pruning people left, right and centre. So yeah, and for all of her, like, our friendship is so important to me. Was that all just lies to get him under control? Ugh, everything is amazing. I feel like I don't have that much to say. I really enjoyed Loki and Sylvie's character growth together. I also really enjoyed his character growth over the course of this show, in kind of realising that he's always alone and thinking he deserves to be alone when he doesn't. He just needs to try to be a better person, aspire to be a better person, and then it all will follow. That is kind of a journey that we know Loki went on over the course of the movies. It's something that I think was always deep down at his core, that feeling of I'm worth less than other people, I need to prove I'm better, was what drove him, and he was kind of knew that, and of course the movies he kind of accepted that. Now they kept going on about how Lokis don't give in, or Loki's never die. So does that mean Loki's out there somewhere in the MCU timeline? Because I'd like that. His character's great, and he and Thor were just getting to be like actually brothers. It would be nice if he could rock up in Love and Thunder or whatever. But no, it's just all so good, this show. My thoughts are all over the place because this is such a hard show to pin things down, to narrow things down, to figure out what is going to happen next. Hopefully the TVA, Sylvie will be able to start giving more people the truth and let them make their own choices for the first time. Hopefully in the next episode, because I think there's 6 episodes, right? So there's only 2 left. Oh my god. So hopefully in episode 5 we will find out the whole truth, and then we'll be able to, over the course of 5 and 6, stop the TVA or put an end to it or find everything out. But no, I'm enjoying this so much. I enjoyed the genuine friendship and camaraderie between Mobius and Loki, and him saying to Loki, you know, you can choose to be good if you want to, if case someone's ever told you that. There's just so much there that was just so special about this episode. I'm loving this show. I love every single one of the MCU shows, and I don't have, of Disney Plus MCU shows, and I don't have a favourite, because they all are their own entity. They all do their own main characters justice in so many different ways, and I'm just so excited to continue down this journey of MCU Disney Plus shows. 2 episodes left. Reminder that you can find the unedited version on my Patreon along with all my reactions, but if you are thinking of joining me or anybody else, I would wait until the 1st of the month, because Patreon works that way, so you get charged the day you join and the 1st, because otherwise people sometimes could join in like the 15th of the month and then leave on the 20th and then never pay. I don't know. So yeah, just don't join today. Thank you so much for watching.